That moves Jeff up to 3rd position now, and it also is a situation where Sterling Marlin is off the pace on the bottom of the racetrack down on the apron and is certainly experiencing problems here in the early going.
We'll check some speeds at the line and just see which of the cars right now are the fastest. But we have a problem on the racetrack. We see Mike Wallace up against the wall in the Spam Chevrolet. And NASCAR has thrown the caution flag.
Car up against the outside wall coming down the straightaway. Now he goes to the inside, but there is damage to the Spam car. And Mike Wallace brings out the 3rd caution already.
As he goes by here, both right side tires are flat, and he has flattened the right side against the cement wall.
Bubba's running in 28th position when the accident occurred.
It's too bad. He needed a good run and a good finish, and he was confident that he might be able to get that here today.
Here is the replay. Let's see what happened.
Well, we don't see what caused him to get up in the wall. We see him in the wall, and we see that the 75 car gets in the back of the 81, and Greg Saxon, the 20, just about ran in the back of Rick Mast.
He sure did. He had to take quick evasive action to avoid.
Looks like it just went right. Looks like there's some debris or maybe a punctured tire or something.
Of course, that was his brother Kenny Wallace in car number 81 right behind him, so he backed off, and as Benny said, Rick Mast in the 75 didn't get backed off quite as quick. Well, we've got pit stops coming up. They've run 27, finishing 28 laps here right now, so everybody coming down pit road.
Dale Earnhardt may stay out there and he'll lead the race.
Because he stopped not too long ago.
Here's Bill Weber.
Jeff Gordon is on pit road. They will make a track bar adjustment and adjust the air pressure. A lot of drivers complaining their car is a little tight off the turn. The 88 also on pit road. Right sides for Gordon, now around to the left. The 28 also on pit road. 4 tires and fuel for everyone. The fuel is in the DuPont Chevrolet, waiting for the left rear. Now Jeff Gordon's down and away.
You see Jeff Gordon has a long ways to go. Dale Sherry comes out first. And Craven is going to run into the street. It almost ran into Jeff Gordon will come out second.
Man, that was close. Everyone else coming down. Earnhardt is in his pit on the backstretch, John.
It'll be a 4-tire change for Dale Earnhardt. Right now you see Chocolate Myers and Larry McReynolds out there. Chocolate putting some pop ribbons in. They've got that behind that tape. They've also got a piece of metal to cover out that opening to keep the air from getting in. Then you see Larry McReynolds putting on the second piece of tape. Now Chocolate going on with a little bit more to clamp that piece of metal down Earnhardt's way. Let's go front stretch, Dr. Jerry Punch.
Well, Sterling Marlin's Kodak Chevrolet sits on pit road, and apparently what we are being told was there was water coming out of the car, spewing on some of the cars behind him. Rusty Wallace complained of getting water on his windshield, so it may be a head gasket or a cracked head. Apparently that may be the problem. It is an engine problem with the Kodak Chevy. Sterling brought the car in, it was running, but obviously they have the hood up as they try to check underneath the hood. Tim Brewer, the crew chief, is there. They're going to try to take maybe one of the valve covers off and take a look, but not a good beginning to Sterling Marlin.
He does lose a lap as the field has come down and the car remains on pit road.
He was coming down pit road when the caution came out. We had talked about him having a problem, and as soon as they heard the caution was coming out, he went on back out on the racetrack and hoped that they could get his problems cured under caution.
Bill Weber is with Mike Wallace.
And it's a very disappointed Mike Wallace and a little bit sore. You took a pretty hard lick, Mike. What happened?
Oh, it hit really hard over there, and it's a shame the Spam car was running decent. We were just a little loose, but I don't know. Looking at the left rear quarter panel, it looks like somebody got into us. You know, I knew it got real loose real quick, and then it turned around and hit the wall, and it's a shame. We're going to have a decent day, and it just didn't happen.
You okay?
Yeah, we just hit a ton.
Okay. That's Mike Wallace. Jerry Punch with more on the Marlin situation.
Well, we figured out what happened to Sterling and where the water came from. A moment ago, they raised the hood, trying to think it may be an engine problem, but this was sticking in the radiator. This, what's left of a screwdriver, was sticking all the way through the front of the radiator like someone had thrown a spear through it. This thing put a big hole in the radiator. That's where the water came out, and that's why they're here trying to fix it. And hopefully they did not hurt the motor in the Kodak Chevrolet. Let's go to John Kernan.
Well, Jerry, everybody talks about how teammates are good for you. Well, today we talked about Dale Earnhardt, the damage he had on the front of his Chevrolet Monte Carlo. After someone checked up in front of him, he ran into the back of him. Guess who it was? It was his teammate, Mike Skinner. I just talked to Kevin Hamlin, Skinner's crew chief. He says they just have some slight damage on the left rear of their car, but other than that, their car is okay. So two team cars kind of getting together out there. Back to Jerry Punch on the front stretch.
Okay, here's the radiator out of Sterling Marlin's car, and folks, right here is the hole. I'm going to put that screwdriver back in from the back side and show you. In fact, I'll go in from the back side here and show you. That's exactly what happened. There's where it was, right through the radiator, off the racetrack. This screwdriver came out of another car, came up through the front of the radiator of Sterling Marlin's car. The backup radiator going in and trying to get the fan and the shroud hooked up so that Marlin can get back on the racetrack for this caution flag is over. We're under caution here at Darlington Raceway, the 41st running of the Transouth Financial 400. Back with more green flag action after this.